student. Today I am going to give you the topic hydrogen bonding. So by the end of this session, the students can define hydrogen bonding, classify the hydrogen bonding, understand the concept, and they can differentiate the types of it. And finally, the main object is understanding the application of this concept in relation to the biological action. So this hydrogen bonding is a special type of dipole-dipole interaction where it is in between the hydrogen atom in a polar bond and an electronegative atom such as oxygen, nitrogen or fluorine. And this represented as shown. AH, the hydrogen of AH compound is showing a weak bond. The broken line indicates it's a weak bond with compound B, where the A and B shows oxygen, nitrogen or fluorine. This hydrogen bonding is classified into two types: one intermolecular hydrogen bonding, intramolecular hydrogen bonding. The first one is intermolecular hydrogen bonding, where it occurs between two or more than two molecules of the compounds, and this results in the polymeric aggregates. Whereas intramolecular hydrogen bonding occurs within two atoms of the same molecule. Intermolecular between the molecules, intramolecular within the molecule. Next, coming to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, here I am showing the examples: ammonia and water. So nitrogen of ammonia of the first molecule is having a hydrogen bond with the hydrogen of the second ammonia molecule. Here I am showing this one. This red arrow represents hydrogen bonding. Here also the second molecule, nitrogen of the second molecule, is forming a hydrogen bond with the hydrogen of the third molecule. Similarly, for water, oxygen of the first molecule making a bond with the hydrogen of the second molecule. So this is how intermolecular hydrogen bonding exists between the molecules and between the atoms of electronegative and hydrogen. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding, the same between the electronegative atom and hydrogen, but these two atoms both exist in the same molecule, in the same compound, the bond between the hydrogen and electronegative atom. And I'm showing here with the arrow, and here also this one. Two examples. One is orthochlorophenol and orthonitrophenol. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Next, effects of these hydrogen bonding. So it is having almost all the physical properties are getting affected by hydrogen bonding, and few here I am discussing a few points: boiling and melting points, water solubility, spectroscopic properties, surface tension and viscosity, biological products and drug receptor interaction. So how the hydrogen bonding influence these properties we'll discuss. The next thing is reflection spot. So can you guess how this hydrogen bonding influences boiling point? So as I have discussed in the earlier, when I have classified intermolecular hydrogen bonding, intramolecular, by looking at those concepts, can you guess how this will influence the boiling point? Pause the video, think of it, and then write the answer, and then play the video. So now I am here explaining how it influences the boiling and melting points. So intermolecular hydrogen bonding increases the boiling point. So as I have showed, ammonia binds with the next molecule and the second molecule again forms the hydrogen bond with the third molecule. So in this manner, this intermolecular hydrogen bonding is forming aggregates. So association of molecule is there. So that is why the energy required for vaporization increases. So this is how intermolecular hydrogen bonding increases the boiling point due to the association of several molecules. Whereas intramolecular hydrogen bonding decreases the boiling point. Why? Because this intramolecular hydrogen bonding prevents the association of molecules. Second one, water solubility. So this solubility of a substance increases. So when the hydrogen bonding is possible between the solvent and solute. So for the solubility, we need the interaction between the solvent and solute. So when there is a possibility of hydrogen bond between these two, solvent and solute, so obviously solubility increases. Example, ethanol, methanol, these are highly soluble in water due to hydrogen bonding between the molecules. Next, spectroscopic properties. So this hydrogen bonding shift the position of the band in spectroscopic result, IR, NMR spectra. So the band is shifted. Shifting of the band takes place in IR and NMR. Example, I can show here ethanol. So ethanol in vapor form, it is an individual molecule. It is showing the absorption band at 3700 per centimeter. Whereas IR spectrum of ethanol in solution form, it is showing 3500 per centimeter. So in solution form, what happens? It forms hydrogen bonding results in the association of molecules, which results in the shifting of the band. So this is how it influences the spectroscopic properties. Shift the position of the band. Next, surface tension and viscosity. So the compound which possess hydrogen bonding are found to have higher surface tension and higher viscosity. So the surface tension and as well as viscosity increases because of this additional hydrogen bond. Example, glycerol, glycol, sugar syrup, sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid. So these are all viscous liquids due to the extensive hydrogen bonding between their molecules. Next, biological products. So the 3D structure of proteins and nucleic acids is due to the hydrogen bonding. So in the alpha helical structure, the hydrogen bonds takes place from the hydrogen atom of the NH unit and the oxygen atom of the carbonyl unit. So hydrogen of amines shows a bond, hydrogen bonding with the oxygen of carbonyl units. So you can see here it is in yellow color. The broken yellow color indicates hydrogen bond between the hydrogen of amine and oxygen of carbonyl group. So all the 4 yellow lines we can see here, those are hydrogen bond. Thus these hydrogen bonds are important in the chemistry of genetic code. So this is important while studying the genetic code. Next, the final one, drug receptor interaction. This is the main concept with respect to the medicinal chemistry. So why? Because the drugs can exhibit the pharmacological action when the drug and receptor binding is proper. So thus in this binding, as we have studied lock and key mechanism. So when the key fits exactly in the lock, then only lock will open. So similarly, the drug has to fit to the receptor exactly, then only we can expect the pharmacological action. So in this process, this hydrogen bonding plays a secondary binding force in drug receptor interaction. So this is how this is important in showing biological action. So all these are the factors which the hydrogen bonding influences. Thank you.